It's me, Dr. Janet Roark, your favorite essential oil veterinarian. I am so excited to be here with you and to answer some of your questions. So, we actually didn't get hardly any questions so far today. So, if you are hopping on live, let me know you can hear me and see me. And if you have any questions, pop them in the comments. There's a very high likelihood that I will answer them since we don't have very many today. If not, I'll just hop on for just a few minutes and then get to dinner. But if you are on live and you can see and hear me, please let me know and let me know what essential oils you're using today. I'm using Immortelle, Blue Tansy, and Melissa actually right now. So super, super excited. Actually, I'm going to put on an oil right now. This is Motivate. Feel like I need some motivation as I prepare for my new work week starting tomorrow. Well, I guess it kind of starts tonight because I do this live every week. So if you can hear me and see me, let me know in the chat. And we're just going to go ahead and get started with some of the questions that have been posted. So let's get to that. Oh, a couple of announcements before we get started. If you are going to be in Salt Lake City in September for doTERRA's convention, I'm going to be doing a live presentation the day before that at one of the hotels there in Salt Lake City. So if you would like to come to that, make sure you go to essentialoilvet.com/RSVP to register for that. It's $50 for a 2-hour training plus a meet and greet afterwards. We're going to hang out for about a half an hour, probably more like an hour, depending on how many people show up and want to take pictures and talk and about your animals or anything that you want to talk about. I'm game. So be sure to show up. It's 6 to 8 p.m. And then afterwards, we'll be doing the meet and greet. essentialoilvet.com/RSVP for that. And then we also have for that September 13th. But on the 23rd of this month, just in 10 days, we have the member exclusive webinar, which this month is going to be essential oils for animal first aid and wound care. So be sure to go to this website right here if you want to check that out. go.essentialoilvet.com/member-webinar. For that, if you're on the email list, we're going to send you a link to that first thing tomorrow morning. So stay tuned and keep an eye out for that email so that we can help you guys out. Oh my gosh, so good. Hi, Nancy. So good to see you. You're not that late. I just was doing announcements right now. Cass has a question. Best oils to deter an old cat from eating her abdomen. Oh, that makes me so sad. So a lot of times if they are fur barbering, or basically they're chewing off all their fur on their abdomen, there's a couple of things that could be going on. And I've had really, really good results with switching those animals over to a raw diet. Cats actually do really, really well. They're obligate carnivores and they do really well with a raw meat diet that has organ meat in it and things like that. So switching them over to a raw diet, I really like Darwin's Pet Food. They have a really good turkey diet that if it's an allergy-based thing, turkey is usually a good option for those guys. Do I have a link to the Darwin's? Oh, here we go. Darwin's Pet Food. So you go to Darwin's Pet Food, just Google it. If you use coupon code EOVET, they'll send you a free bag of treats as well as give you a discount on your first order of food. You can do just like a trial. Just remember with cats, you have to transition food slowly. You have to mix it together with their existing food and transition very, very slowly over the course of 3 to 4 weeks. Okay. So keep that in mind. But as far as that goes, the other thing that you want to do is so address diet, number one, Cass, and number two, helping support them with from a digestive standpoint. You can give digestive enzymes and probiotics. Raw goat's milk is a really great probiotic for cats as long as they aren't sensitive to it from a digestive standpoint. And then you can also do the Kids Calmer Blend. So Calmer Blend rubbed right on the abdomen, it can help if there's any itchiness or anything like that that is causing that sort of thing. Sometimes they do that when they're in pain. Sometimes they do it because of allergies, and sometimes they do it because of digestive stuff going on. So that's why we kind of like want to address all three of those. And that's a great blend for cats. That's already diluted. It comes in a roller bottle, makes it really easy to apply. So that's a really good one for that. Terry says surgery for a foreign object, nausea, pain, best oils to offer. Well, hopefully you already did the surgery, because if there is the foreign body that needs to be physically removed, no essential oil is going to help with that. So I would definitely, if they've already done the surgery, post-op support, you can do myrrh and helichrysum around the incision site. Don't go directly on the suture line. If there's any stitches, you don't want to go directly over those, but you can go around it to help with skin healing and help that heal up a little bit quicker. Myrrh is also really good for digestive support, for pain relief and nausea. Diffusing ginger can be helpful. Diffusing cardamom can be helpful for that as well. And then for any kind of pain, a little bit of frankincense and a little bit of copaiba can be really helpful. If it's a larger dog, you can actually give those two internally. If it has the supplement facts label on it, look for that if you want to give it internally. If it doesn't have that on there, then your essential oil is not for internal use. Okay. Okay. Nancy says, did you get enough people to sign up for your animal care class at convention? We had a minimum that was required in order to keep the space reserved, and we have met that minimum. So absolutely, we are always looking for more people. We want to fill it up if we can, fill up the class. But right now it's a small number of people that are coming, and it's going to be very intimate and awesome. And when that happens, I tend to go a little bit off script and really make sure you guys get your questions answered. Let's see. Cass, is tuna okay? Tuna is probably not fine. Roark is check the first 5 ingredients. Do yourself a little bit of research and look at the first 5 ingredients of that food, and then maybe switch this one. Okay. Prentice says my cat has what looks like cat acne around his ears. Is this probably a gut issue? It could be, or it could be something like ear mites or something like that. I can't really do a diagnosis over the internet. But sometimes they get like bumps and things like that from scratching their ears. And so if there's something irritating the ears, which a lot of times with cats is ear mites, but it could be a lot of different things. Having your vet take a look at them and see what's going on in there for a diagnosis is really, really helpful. The other thing you can do is a little bit of stronger or a little bit of calmer around the base of the ears to help soothe that area as well. Cats, can the cat take TerraZyme? Yes, just like a quarter of a capsule to a third of a capsule. Just mix it in with the wet food for sure. PB Assist, no. So the powdered PB Assist has xylitol in it in pretty large amounts, and so we do not give that to dogs or cats. PB Assist Plus, the capsule, can be given to larger dogs over 20 pounds or really over 15 pounds, but they have to take it as a pill. So that wouldn't be something that you would want to do with a cat, just because pilling a cat with a pill that large is not very fun for anyone, especially the cat. So let's not do that. Let's keep everything happy with powdered mixed in things. I really like the new vet vitamin for cats. Let me see if I have a link to that one here somewhere. There we go. nuvet.com. Use code 27702 if you guys get this one. There's a dog one and there's a cat one. There's powder and there's a wafer. For the cats, get the powder, feline powder. It has digestive enzymes and probiotics in it. So it's like an all-in-one, and it's very, very awesomely naturally sourced. With any new thing that you're giving to a cat, if they're picky, start with a tiny, tiny amount and gradually increase it, because any change, we never want them to go off food. We want them to eat their food. And so we want to introduce anything new with cats very, very slowly. Okay. Oh, yes. Yes, xylitol does kill animals. It destroys their, it causes a lot of problems, including liver damage in large amounts, digestive upset, lethargy, all sorts of horrible things. And they can actually die from it. It's pretty scary stuff. And usually the ingestion is accidental, but it's best to ask for those things, especially when we're giving people things to animals. Um, Checking the ingredients is really important because xylitol is completely harmless to humans. It's actually really good for us. But not for dogs and cats for sure. They can't digest it. They can't process it. Okay, there were a couple more questions that were posted. Let me get to those as well. We had one from Linda. I have a 13-year-old mixed breed dog that has numerous warts. Is there any oils that could remove them? I've had really good success with just straight frankincense on those, straight frankincense, or a little bit of diluted oregano if that's not working. But I would try the frankincense for a good week or two first. Apply it 1 to 3 times a day. And you can even use like a little toothpick to make sure you're applying it right directly to those warts. And that could be really, really helpful for the skin. And then Carrie asked, what do we use to remove fleas on a short-haired dog that has allergies to them? So there's a couple of things. One, you can physically remove them with a flea comb. Just make sure it's fine. A very expensive free flea comb, not very expensive. They're like $10 at the pet store, but make sure you get a good one where the tines are very, very close together. So actually doing a flea comb and physically removing them every single day is really, really helpful, especially during flea season. And then applying, we actually have a really good recipe here or a protocol here. This is a free guide for fleas, you guys. And it has some oils that you can use as a preventive, like TerraShield or diluted cedar wood, as well as a protocol to help get rid of them in the environment and on your animals. So essentialoilvet.com/fleas for access to that. You do have to put in your email, and then you'll get email a link to the PDF. So definitely check that out if that's something that you really want to know about. And let me share a see. Awesome, awesome. So that looks like all the questions for today. I hope to see you guys next week during the Q&A here every Sunday at 7 p.m. Central Time. I'm here to answer your questions. And the other thing is we have the member webinar on the 23rd. So be sure to register for that. And I put the link in the discussion here, as well as the live in-person event in September. That is in person. It is not going to be streamed. It is not going to be virtual at all. It is only in person. And if you want to save a seat for that, make sure you register today. All right, guys, I love y'all, and I will see you next week. Bye.